So going back to my presentation, if you remember, what I was suggesting for a number of reasons was that you might want to consider, if you are good at Facebook or asking someone to help you, you might want to consider opening up a separate Facebook account for inviting customers and prospects to and advertising products. I myself, I am a school teacher, but at the moment I'm actually off work sick. So I'm not wanting to do a lot of prospecting on my main Facebook page. And moving on to the next slide. Just to summarize, you might want to use a separate Facebook account to recommend products, to advertise a link for your shop, or to advertise. What I think is very important is that if you advertise too much or add people you do not know on your main Facebook account, Facebook could shut you down and you lose all your contacts. Some people therefore only use a second account for their advertising. I am slightly paranoid about this. When I first started using Facebook, I was a bit stupid. I was finding pages that had a lot of members, for example, the BBC's Top Gear, and posting adverts in there. Obviously they complained and my account was shut down. That was a few years ago, but it's just to warn you that I would suggest if you're doing a lot of prospecting that you might want to open a second account. Okay? Thanks for the feedback, people. Moving on to the next slide. Okay, what I was talking about earlier, recommending the products, I am happy to show you that later if it doesn't make sense, but if you log into your mycleaneasy.com website, an example on this slide is if I have logged into the mycleaneasy.com website, gone to a product, I can either click on the product URL, that's the web address at the top that gives you the whole product, and then I can put it as my Facebook status. Or if you go into a product on your Clean Easy shop, you'll see at the bottom of my slide, you can click like and put that on your Facebook page. I am aware of the time just now, so I don't want to show you that just now, but I'm happy to do that at the end if it doesn't make sense to you. So basically, log on to mycleaneasy.com, go to your shop, and you can advertise your products on Facebook. Okay, moving on to the next slide, Facebook Marketplace. What I'm going to do now, I have at the beginning shown you what I believe are 3 simple ways that anyone who has a Facebook account should be able to prospect or advertise their online shop. What I want to show you now are some other ideas, and if you don't understand them, you might want to email me for help or speak to your upline or maybe your children or someone else that knows how to do these things. First thing, Facebook Marketplace allows free advertising all over the United Kingdom. Good thing about that, unlike Gumtree and a lot of the other places, is you can renew your ads for free. To use it, search for Marketplace in your Facebook accounts. It should let you post in Marketplace. And the only thing I would say about this one is that as you place every advert in Marketplace, they might all show up in your Facebook wall. So you might want to go back to your main Facebook page and just delete some of the posts from there so that a lot of people don't see your advertising on that. Just a quick fact there then about Facebook Marketplace. You might want to investigate that. Okay, this is the one that I've only been doing for a few weeks, but that recently I have been getting excited about. I know that Chris Burrows does this as well and would be able to advise you on this as well. This is when we are joining groups with the purpose of advertising it for prospects. This is a method that Abigail and Neil Young's team, Neil Young, Kevin Ryder, and a lot of the people have used to actually build up their teams. Okay? What you would do in this case is search for a group on Facebook. You could either join a group that you are interested in, like pets or hobbies or something like that. You can chat to people and get known in the group. And when it seems natural, put a post in the group saying that you are looking, maybe the hobby, horses or whatever is expensive, so perhaps people are looking for a bit of extra money. I believe that Chris Burrows has been doing this, and this is the way he has been using groups. If you start searching, you'll find that there are lots of groups that let you to advertise, to sell things for free. They'll maybe be called Stuff Wanted or Stuff for Sale or something like this. If you join these groups, most people are okay about you putting posts in these groups. I'm just going to hopefully screen share and show you a quick example of one of these groups. Okay, so if I was to search for the word free, here we have, for example, free stuff in Edinburgh. This group here will let me type in, there's no restrictions, I don't need to join the group. Sometimes you may need to request to join it. So I can type here, another example, looking for catalogue distributors earning £50 to £200 a week. Register at and posting in a free group in Edinburgh. There is my advert there. It's as simple as that. That's just to show you then that you can find groups. You may need to join the groups, or you can just put a quick advert in the group. Most people are okay about you putting posts in the groups. I've only had one or two people complain, and in that instance just apologised and didn't post again. The next slide gives you a few recommendations about joining groups. Okay, these are some recommendations Abigail and Neil Young's team told me what to do. Originally, I was just randomly doing this, but it wasn't a good use of time. So what Abigail told me to do is, first of all, you could vary your posts. So it might be that for 1 week, all the posts that you are putting in are to say that you are looking for catalogue distributors. The second week, you could be looking for people who want to earn extra money. So I'm suggesting that you vary your adverts. Best piece of information I was given was to create a list of as many groups as you can join. What I did was, when I posted in a group, I spent some time researching this, and I have got an Excel spreadsheet of all the groups that I am in. Abigail recommended to me 150 plus. It might take you a period of time to do this. Then what you do is 2 or 3 times a day, work through your list and post in the groups. You are working through these groups in order and posting in a different group each time. So it might be, for example, that you maybe post in 5 or 10 groups in the morning, 5 or 10 different groups at lunchtime, and the same in an evening. So the idea is that over the course of a week, your aim is to post in every group on the list. Okay, other important points, we're nearly there. Don't do the same group all the time. I made that mistake at the beginning. That's why I'm suggesting working through a list. Ignore other distributors' posts if you see that someone else has advertised, just the same as if you were carding or putting catalogues out, still advertise your business. I did mean to change this slide, but what I'm basically saying is some people that use the free advertising groups just add a comment. So under your post, they might put send me details. You might find people doing this, but if they do, again, you want them to preferably register in your capture page or send you their email address. So it was just to raise awareness, people might try and communicate just by doing a comment. And moving on to the next slide. This might be getting a bit complicated. If it is, don't worry. Basically, I'm just saying to you there, if you join a group, there's an example of the heading on the slide for the Blackpool group. You'll see on the right-hand side, it says the word notifications. What you would do there is click on notifications and turn them off. If you do not do this, you will constantly be emailed with new posts and comments. If I can go back into my group, I'll see if I'm able to do that if you give me a second. Okay, hopefully now you can see my Facebook page. I am in the stuff for sale or swap in Blackpool. If I move along and you'll see notifications, I can click here and either turn notifications on or notifications off. If I put my notifications on, it means that I will be sent emails constantly when someone posts in the group, so it could be rather annoying. So all I'm saying is you want to turn notifications off. Going back to my presentation, we're almost there. So basically I'm saying turn your notifications off so you're not bombarded by lots of emails of other people trying to sell things. To be honest, I wouldn't really worry about this one. All I'm just saying is that when you start using Facebook, you'll notice that there are personal people, that's individuals, that set up their own pages to sell things. What you can do in this instance is request people as a friend and then start posting on their page. The only difference here is that to stop notifications, you click on a person's page, click on the friend setting, and you say that you only want important updates. To be honest, I wouldn't worry about this at the moment. If you manage to join groups and post in groups, that would be excellent. Okay, I'm basically finished now. Just to summarise, I know you'll be at different stages of learning. If you have a lot to learn, this may seem overwhelming a bit at first. What I would suggest is you put in your planner to do a bit each day or week. For example, your first week might just be adding a daily status update about your business, or it could be setting up a second account for your online shop. If you would like a copy of this PowerPoint, please email me. I'm typing in my address again in the chat. If you send me an email to angus.mcewan@me.com, I would be happy to send that to you. Thank you for your time.